No one in Red Valley believed the timid bride would survive a single night with a giant cowboy called Bear Dalton, until they heard what he whispered to her on the day she arrived. The train screeched to a halt in a cloud of dust and steam. Clara gripped her suitcase so tightly her knuckles whitened, staring out at the rough frontier town that would now be her home. She had crossed 3 states to marry a man she'd never met, because she had nowhere else left to go. He was impossible to miss. Bear Dalton stood taller than every man on the platform, broad as a barn door, shoulders like an ox. His hat cast a shadow over steel blue eyes, and when he stepped forward, the ground itself seemed to feel it. Rumor said he'd fought off bandits with only his fists. Rumor said he was dangerous. Clara trembled when he stopped in front of her. He could lift her with one arm. She was small, delicate, nothing like the bold frontier wives who could break a horse. Her voice caught in her throat. I'm Clara," she whispered. Bear knelt so they were eye level, his voice unexpectedly gentle. "You're too little," he said softly, brushing a tear from her cheek with a hand big enough to cover half her face. "But I'll take care of you. I promise that on my life." Something warm and unfamiliar sparked in her chest. For the first time in years, she felt safe. He stood, lifting her suitcase as if it weighed no more than a feather. As they walked through the dusty street, whispers followed them, bets placed, doubts whispered, warnings murmured. But Clara held her head higher, step by step, knowing she had found something stronger than fear. That night, the lantern in the Dalton ranch house burned bright, and every soul in Red Valley wondered what would come of such a fragile bride and such a massive man. None of them knew it was the beginning of a love that would tame legends.